some of these places that were held by the opposition have been in their hands since July 2012, so for a very long time. And it was never possible for the Syrian government to enter those places. We have to keep in mind that the combat there is, of course, very urban, very close quarters, and thus very brutal. But it seems as though over the course of this offensive that the Syrian government launched about 12 to 13 days ago, with all these airstrikes that have been going on, they are now able to make very significant gains. You were saying that there are people who are saying that the rebels have lost all of the northeastern part of Aleppo. That is, of course, very significant because it is some of those very entrenched areas that they held for a very long time. So it certainly looks as though things are moving very quickly. And at the same time, we do have to keep in mind that there are still many civilians who appear to be trapped inside, even though we are seeing that some are coming out. And remember that UNICEF came out yesterday with a statement that they believe that there could be up to 100,000 children still trapped inside as well, Christy.
Yeah, deep concerns for civilians in eastern Aleppo as Syrian forces move in. As you mentioned, this assault is proceeding very quickly. Significant gains by regime forces. What would the fall of East Aleppo mean for the rebels and their ambitions in Syria?
Well, it would be a pivotal moment in Syria's civil war, and it looks as though by the amount of territory that the rebels are losing in a very, very short period of time. I mean, we have to keep in mind that the Syrian government forces made more gains yesterday and today than they have in the past 4 years in Aleppo. It certainly would be a pivotal moment, possibly a game changer. Eastern Aleppo is the last real urban stronghold where the opposition holds any sort of significant amount of territory. So then you would be talking about a rebellion that's going on mostly in rural areas and then in the east of Syria. So certainly this would be very much a decisive moment in Syria's civil war, possibly one that could determine the way this war goes overall. And certainly at this point in time, it looks as though things are going in the direction of Syrian President Bashar al-Assad.